Welcome to Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. I'm a board-certified music therapist, author, and expert on how to use music to relieve stress fast. Music. It connects us to ourselves and to each other. It says what needs to be said when there are no words. It creates comfort, safety, and healing. As the U2 lyricist Bono said, music can change the world because it can change people. Currently, there are over 8,000 board-certified music therapists serving the nation's leading hospitals, healthcare settings, and communities. This music therapy soundbite is sponsored by McConnell Music Therapy Services at mcconnellmts.com. This episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold is also sponsored by Dr. Nisi, trainer and certifier of master and executive coaches, because she believes every person, every relationship, every business, and your finances should be extraordinary. Find out more about Dr. Nisi Moore and the Life Coaching Institute at drnisi.com. That's drneecie.com. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. Thanks so much for being here. Gotta say, once again, thank you to everybody who has rated and reviewed the podcast. It is just like the best feeling. And there's some just great comments in the reviews. Like there's one in there by Higgins X13, which I think is really useful, which is to check this out. He says, or she says, I'm not sure if it's who it is. Just hearing Tim's voice inspires a sense of calm. Then it's just plain soothing for the brain to take in this peaceful, unique, and unexpected music. Try writing a list of just 2 or 3 things you're grateful for. Think on those things with this music as your soundtrack while driving or just sitting. Just try it. This is totally worth your while. You need this. Super cool. And then got to say thanks for the shout out from Kenzie0804. I am a healthcare worker and board certified music therapist who's been experiencing extreme burnout. This podcast gave me life. I'm feeling so inspired and for the first time in a long time, relaxed. Worth every second. Right on. And the title was Bye Bye Burnout. That's great. So again, it's just my honor to provide these tracks for y'all. And if you do like the sound of my voice and you do like the sound of my guitar, imagine them together. And so there's a resource at the end. And, sometimes I listen to the end of podcasts, sometimes I don't. But one of the resources is my relaxation vacation, which is a custom relaxation experience that I've been using with thousands of clients over the last 12 years. And it's yours for free. You can just go check it out at sonicrecovery.com, download it and listen to, there's multiple versions with guitar, without guitar, with voice, without voice, whatever you need, it's there for you. Cool. So let's get into the music, shall we? So this piece of music is the T Groove Surprise is like, man, I think this first got under my fingers in 1994. That's the origin of this piece of music, and it's never been recorded in any form. It's just endured because it's so funky. And there are songs that I'm recording here for you to like that are comforting and here to relax and fall asleep to. And then there were tracks from the 40 Days of Comfort that were definitely upbeat and more like boogie and dance to. And this is one of those tracks. So I've given you a couple of sleepy tracks before this one. You need a little more groove here. So this one's a little more upbeat. Enjoy the funk. It was a joy to finally put this onto, I was going to say onto a record, but it's not a record, but to finally capture this piece of music. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for checking out this episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. I've got a couple of resources for you, which you can find in the show notes or you can listen to right here. So check it out. If you enjoy the sound of my voice and you enjoy the sound of my guitar, imagine them put together. Go to sonicrecovery.com and take your very own relaxation vacation, where I take you out of the stress of the present moment and back in time to a time when you felt happy, healthy, safe, and sober, and then walk you through that memory so you can bring back those feelings into the challenges you're facing today. So go check that out. It's at sonicrecovery.com. If you're a healthcare worker in recovery, check out the Music in Recovery Self-Care Guide for healthcare professionals that I created just for you. That's at hcp.sonicrecovery.com. And if you're a healthcare worker and you'd like more information about how to help your patients use music, you can check out the Music Medicine Guide that I created just for you at musicmedicineguide.com. Lastly, if you enjoyed the pod and you haven't done it yet, would you just take a minute to rate and review it? It really only takes about 60 seconds, believe it or not, and it would go a long way to help us make more people know just how good this pod is, particularly for healthcare workers and their stress. Thanks again. See you next time.